What's up, everybody? Danielson back. As you probably already seen, you know what this review is going to be about because of the title. But I am doing a review today of Cedrat Boise by Mancera, and I wanted to give a shout out to my very, very good friend Eve Dirac, who sent me this. She sent me actually a big thing of like decants and samples and stuff, and oh man, that was great when I got that. But a shout out to Eve Dirac. She's a really, really good friend of mine in Facebook land, so thank you, Eve. But first, it is actually a beautiful, beautiful day here. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and I went outside a few minutes ago, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is 2 p.m. Friday, March 29th, and it is already like in the 70s. I think it's like 72. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees today, March 29th. This summer is going to be brutal, I think. We have very, very mild winters here, which is great, but the summers here they'll kill you if you're not careful. Extremely hot, extremely humid. But anyway, tell me what your fragrance of the day is today. No matter when you see this, tell me what fragrance of the day you have. I actually have 3. I shaved earlier, took a shower and shaved. And like always, I put my aftershave on. A lot of people make fun of me for this, but my aftershave of the morning was Aquavelva Ice Sport. This is a very, very inexpensive aftershave, but it is very, very good. It's actually like if you ever smelled cool water. Imagine if Davidoff made a cool water aftershave. That's what this reminds me of. It reminds me a lot of cool water. But this was my aftershave of the morning. And my other fragrance is what I'm wearing now. I'm doing a review on now. Cedrat Boise by Mancera. And tonight, I'm going to be giving this another try. This, I got this a few days ago and I've wore it twice. I'm going to wear it again tonight. It is Dior Homme Parfum. This is sort of a rarity here in the United States. I think actually in North America. They don't carry this, they don't have this in the United States anymore. I think they still make it, but it's only in Europe, so it's sort of rare here in the United States. But I got a full bottle of this, and I was going to do a review on it today, but I decided to wait because sometimes my opinions change about fragrances after a while, and I decided to wait because there has been and is a lot of, I don't want to say hype, praise about this fragrance in the fragrance community. And I tell you what, I'm not digging this. I'm not getting it. I'm not saying people that praise this are wrong or telling a lie or anything. It's just me personally. My experience with it so far is just not the same as other people's experience with this. But I'm not too pleased with this right now. That's one reason I decided to give it, like, I want to give it another week or two. I checked the batch code on this, and the batch code on this, the birth date or the day this was made was January 2019. As far as I know, they have not reformulated this. So I was thinking maybe they did a reformulation on it, and that's the reason my opinion is different from everybody else, is because maybe it was reformulated. But I'm not really sure if it has been reformulated. I found no information at all about it being reformulated, but I'm going to give it another week or two and see if my opinion and feelings about this have changed. And even if it hasn't, even if my feelings and opinions have not changed, I'm still going to do a review on this in a week or two. But whatever the outcome, I'm still going to do a review. And if my feelings haven't changed, then I might end up losing some subscribers on my channel, and that's okay. That's okay. As long as I'm honest and tell the truth about my experience with the fragrance, that's all that matters to me. You know, I'm not saying I will lose subscribers, but hypothetically, if I do, that's okay. I'll just tell the truth, and whatever happens, happens. But hopefully, I'll fall in love with this after a few more wearings. But let's see. I don't want to be too harsh on it right now, so let's find out later, because my opinions have changed about fragrances. You know, I've had fragrances that I've hated at first and end up falling in love with them, so hopefully this will be the case. But anyway, let's get on to the review. Thank you, Eve Dirac, for sending me this. I really appreciate this. All the little decants and samples that you sent me, I really appreciate that. Anyway, let me spray this on and let it settle, and I'll tell you some information about this. Cedrat Boise, EDP, 2011, French niche house. Perfumer is Pierre Montal. Really great house. Cedrat Boise means woody citrus or woody lime. That's what this means, and it is a woody citrus or woody lemon. Notes: bergamot, lemon, blackcurrant, cold spices, fruit, aquatic jasmine, patchouli, sandalwood, cedar, leather, oak moss, white musk, and vanilla. So it has a lot going on in this. My experience with the development of this is a little bit different from some of the other reviews that I've seen. I get a little bit a different development from this, and I'll tell you what I get. Dry down on this arm in the opening, and this is, ooh, that's nice. I've worn this like 3 or 4 times already, and I'm actually getting the same thing, so I don't think that's going to change. In the opening, I get a really pleasant lemon, and as y'all know, if y'all have been following me, I do not like lemon, but I actually like this because it's not a bitter lemon. It's sort of a sweet lemon, a sweet, juicy lemon. That's what I get. And it's really nice. That's very pleasant. But in the opening, I get that sweet, juicy lemon, and after about 3 or 4 minutes, even though the leather is in the bottom notes, after a couple of minutes, I get like a little bit of leather, and it's a little bit animalic leather, but not enough to turn me off, because I do not like animalic anything in a fragrance. But it's just really slightly an animalic leather, and that comes in after about 2 minutes, and it combines with that sweet, juicy lemon, and I actually get that fruit coming in, that fruit and that black currant, and it's actually a really pleasant opening. The lemon and the fruit and the black currant and that leather, it's actually really nice. And in the mid, I start picking up a little bit of that floral that starts slowly coming in, and a little bit of that, it's like a earthy jasmine that comes in the opening, but that citrus and the fruit and the black currant is still in the mid, but that floral comes in and that earthy jasmine. And the thing about that leather, the leather for some reason sort of floats in and out. I get it after about 2 or 3 minutes into the opening, and it continues into the mid, but it sort of floats around. It comes in and out, but there's a certain point in the mid that it's so beautiful. I like the mid in this better than the opening or the dry down, because in the mid you still get just a little bit of that sweet, juicy lemon, but you also get that fruit and that black currant and that floral, and then you get that leather that sort of floats in and out. The mid is perfect to me. Beautiful, beautiful mid. You get all those notes, but that leather sort of floats in and out, and it's so beautiful. And it's actually smooth too. Very smooth all the way through the life of the fragrance. And in the dry down, that citrus has pretty much dissipated, but you still get a little bit of that floral and fruit and black currant and leather, but the sandalwood comes in and the vanilla comes in and mixes with all that, and it's just absolutely phenomenal fragrance. I love this fragrance so much. I do not get too many spices. I don't really get any spices, and I don't really get any cedar or oak moss, but I do get that sandalwood and vanilla and all those other things in the dry down, except for the citrus. But it's really nice. Overall, it develops really well, and all the way through from the opening to the end is very pleasant, even though it's different. But very, very good quality. One, not the best citrus opening that I have in my collection, but one of the best, probably in my top 5, because that citrus is very realistic and it's very juicy and it's very sweet. But just an overall beautiful fragrance. I think this is a really good as far as versatility, because with the citrus and the floral, I think you could wear it in the summertime, but with the jasmine and the sandalwood and the vanilla and the dry down and the floral in the mid, I think this actually could be a year-round fragrance. I think it's strong enough to push through the coldness in the wintertime, and I think it's light enough to wear it in the summertime. So I think, in my opinion, this is very versatile. I think it's very unisex. As y'all know, I don't show presentations anymore because I think that takes away from my feelings about the fragrance. And I don't think I'm going to do age group anymore, because I think that's irrelevant for me to say that it would be better for a certain person. I can't say that. I'm not going to do the age group anymore. I think if it smells good to you, I don't care what age you are, whether you're 5 years old or 100. So I'm not going to do age group anymore either. So I'm not going to tell people what I think age you should be to wear this. I think it's whatever age you're at. If you want to wear it, I think you should wear it. But 2 big thumbs up for this. I actually like this. The quality is very good too. Now, as far as longevity, I think it's really good, especially with all that citrus in there. I think the Eau de Parfum concentration helps a lot. I'm not sure if it has ISOE Super in it, but it gets really, really good performance. I'm getting like 7 or 8 hours out of this, and a good probably 2 hours projection. I can't be specific about the longevity and the projection because sometimes it goes in and out, but I think it's a good 7 to 8 hours longevity and a good 1.5 or 2 hours projection. But this is spot on, man. I will, if you're interested in this, I will find a website that has this the cheapest, so you don't have to go search for it. I'll find the cheapest that I can find and put that link in the description on where you can purchase this if you're interested. And I think Lucky Scents actually might have samples, so if you want to go on Lucky Scents and just type Cedrat Boise by Mancera in, they usually have samples, like a 1 ml sample for like $4 or $5, so if you want to do that also. But anyway, yeah, I give this 2 huge thumbs up. I really like this a lot. But anyway, that's it for my review, and I hope you got something from it. And I also want to put a link, another link in the description too. I created a fragrance Facebook group on Facebook. It's called The Beauty and Art of Fragrances. I created this. It's a sort of like a no drama, no gossip type of fragrance Facebook group, because for a while a couple of groups had a lot of, like, you know, negative stuff in it. So I wanted to create my own Facebook group that has, like, you know, more like family or fragrance friends, like a little family, with no drama or none of that crap. So if you're interested on that, I'll put the link in the description to that Facebook group. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and I hope y'all have a good day, and I hope you got something from this. All right. Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you, Eve Dirac. All right, bye, y'all.